Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 497, Sun, Sand and Sibling Rivalries. Intermediate. The sun was shining brightly as the Smith family arrived at the beach, eager to spend a day soaking up the rays and enjoying the waves. The family consisted of parents, Mark and Sarah, and their 3 kids, Jack the eldest, who thought he knew it all, Emily the middle child, who loved drama, and Ben the youngest, who was always getting into mischief. As they set up their umbrella and towels, Mark proudly announced, "Right kids, today's going to be all about relaxation and quality family time." Sarah rolled her eyes and whispered to Mark, "Good luck with that." The kids started bickering over who got to choose the spot closest to the water, with Jack insisting he should get the prime spot since he was the eldest. Emily pouted, "But Mum, I saw it first." Ben just ran around in circles shouting, "I love the beach! I love the beach!" The first sign of trouble came when Jack and Emily started arguing over who got to control the portable speaker playing music. Jack insisted on playing his favourite rock songs, while Emily demanded a playlist of her favourite pop songs. Ben, seeing an opportunity, snuck up behind Emily and started making funny faces, making her shriek with laughter. Mark intervened. "Okay, kids, let's take turns choosing the music. Jack, you can go first, but then it's Emily's turn." Jack reluctantly agreed, but not before muttering under his breath, "I'm the only one who knows good music anyway." As the morning wore on, the family took a break for some lunch. Sarah had packed a delicious spread of sandwiches, fruit and snacks. However, Ben managed to spill an entire bag of chips on the sand, causing a minor meltdown. Emily giggled and teased, "Ben, you're such a clumsy oaf." Ben retaliated by building a sandcastle with a moat and labelling it Emily's Ego Fortress. Jack chimed in, "Yeah, and I'm the king of the castle." Emily shot back, "Well, I'm the queen and I demand respect." After lunch, Mark suggested a game of beach volleyball. Jack, being the competitive one, took it upon himself to become the team captain and started barking orders at his siblings. Emily, not one to take direction well, rebelled against Jack's tactics, and Ben just enjoyed chasing after the ball, shouting, "I'm a beach ball ninja!" As the game descended into chaos, Sarah sat under the umbrella, laughing and shaking her head. "This is exactly why I wanted to come to the beach, for the entertainment value," she joked to Mark. As the day wore on, the family decided to take a dip in the ocean. Ben squealed with delight as the cold water hit his skin, while Emily dramatically declared, "This water is freezing! I'm going to get hypothermia!" Jack, trying to show off, attempted a cannonball, but ended up belly flopping with a loud splat. Mark and Sarah couldn't help but laugh at their kids' antics. After their swim, the family settled down for some sunbathing. Mark started snoring softly under the umbrella, while Sarah worked on her tan. Jack and Emily engaged in a heated debate over who was the better superhero, Batman or Wonder Woman. Ben, bored with the conversation, started building an elaborate sand sculpture of a dragon. As they relaxed, Sarah turned to Mark and whispered, "You know, despite the chaos, I'm actually having a great time." Mark smiled and replied, "Me too. It's nice to see the kids having so much fun together, even if they are arguing all the time." As the sun began to set, the Smith family packed up their belongings and headed for the car, exhausted but happy. Mark turned to Sarah and said, "You know, despite the chaos, I think this was the perfect family day out." Sarah smiled and replied, "I couldn't agree more, and next time we can just have a quiet day at home." The kids in the back seat started arguing over who got to control the music on the drive home, and Mark chuckled, I think we're going to have to invest in a few more portable speakers. As they drove away from the beach, the Smith family couldn't stop talking about their adventures. "Best day ever," Ben exclaimed from the back seat. Emily rolled her eyes. "Don't be dramatic, Ben." Jack just grinned. "Yeah, it was pretty epic." Mark and Sarah exchanged a knowing glance, already planning their next family outing. Vocabulary notes. Soaking up. Example: the sun was shining brightly as the Smith family arrived at the beach, eager to spend a day soaking up the rays. Meaning: to absorb or take in something such as heat, light, or knowledge. Similar words: absorbing, taking in, enjoying. Mischief. Example: Ben, the youngest, who was always getting into mischief. Meaning: behavior or activity that is playful but slightly troublesome. Similar words: troublemaking, pranks, antics. Pouted. Example: Emily pouted, "But Mum, I saw it first." Meaning: to show displeasure or sulkiness by pushing out one's lips or looking unhappy. Similar words: sulked, scowled, frowned. Reluctantly. Example: Jack reluctantly agreed, but not before muttering under his breath. Meaning: unwillingly or hesitantly. Similar words: hesitantly, unwillingly, grudgingly. Meltdown. Example: Ben managed to spill an entire bag of chips on the sand, causing a minor meltdown. Meaning: a sudden or complete collapse or failure, often due to stress or pressure. Similar words: tantrum, outburst, breakdown. Moat. Example: Ben retaliated by building a sandcastle with a moat. Meaning: a deep, wide ditch surrounding a castle or other fortified building, typically filled with water. Similar words: ditch, trench, channel. Descended into chaos. Example: as the game descended into chaos, Sarah sat under the umbrella, laughing and shaking her head. Meaning: to become completely disorganized or out of control. Similar words: fell apart, broke down, became chaotic. Squealed. Example: Ben squealed with delight as the cold water hit his skin. Meaning: to make a short, shrill cry, typically of excitement or pain. Similar words: shrieked, screamed, yelped. Belly flopping. Example: Jack, trying to show off, attempted a cannonball but ended up belly flopping with a loud splat. Meaning: to fall or jump into water with the belly hitting the surface, often with a slapping sound. Similar words: splashing, crashing, diving. Heated debate. Example: Jack and Emily engaged in a heated debate over who was the better superhero. Meaning: a discussion or argument that is intense, passionate, or angry. Similar words: intense discussion, lively argument, passionate dispute. Story written by Meta AI. Image created by Copilot through Bing.com. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.
Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.